Welcome to Star Chat, the premier podcast for all things space and astronomy. I'm your host, Carl, and we're excited to have you join us today. As we explore the latest developments in space travel and exploration, we'll be diving into some of the most fascinating stories from around the globe. Today, we're focusing on the ongoing efforts to return humans to the moon. NASA's Artemis program has been making significant progress, with private companies like SpaceX playing a crucial role in the mission. SpaceX, founded by Elon Musk, has been working tirelessly to develop its Starship spacecraft, designed to take both people and cargo to the lunar surface. One of the key challenges in this endeavor is the complex process of refueling in space. SpaceX's approach involves numerous refueling sorties, which has raised concerns about the feasibility and safety of this method. However, the company remains confident in its ability to overcome these hurdles and make a successful landing on the moon. In recent developments, Blue Origin, another major player in the private space industry, has been exploring alternative approaches. The company's Blue Moon Mark 1 lander is set to launch on an unpiloted mission next year, with plans to modify it for crewed missions in the future. This more incremental approach could potentially accelerate the timeline for a human return to the moon. SpaceX, meanwhile, has submitted a new proposal to NASA for a simplified architecture for landing astronauts on the moon. While details are scarce, the company is emphasizing its commitment to safety and speed, with the goal of establishing a permanent, sustainable presence on the lunar surface. As we continue to follow these developments, it's clear that the journey back to the moon will be filled with challenges and opportunities for innovation. With companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin pushing the boundaries of space technology, we can expect significant advancements in the years to come. We'll be right back with more fascinating space news on Star Chat. Welcome back to Star Chat. We're diving into the latest developments in space technology and exploration. Today, we're discussing two major stories that have caught our attention. First, let's talk about SpaceX and its potential plans for space-based data centers. Elon Musk has expressed interest in using the company's Starlink satellites for this purpose, saying, "Simply scaling up Starlink V3 satellites which have high-speed laser links would work, and SpaceX will be doing this. This is a significant development, as it could revolutionize the way we store, process, and transmit data." The idea of space-based data centers has been gaining traction, with tech giants like Jeff Bezos and Eric Schmidt also exploring the concept. The advantages are clear: free power from the sun and no environmental costs associated with building facilities on Earth. However, critics argue that it's economically impractical and that the technology needed to make it work is still in its infancy. Musk's interest in space-based data centers raises the profile of this nascent industry, and it will be exciting to see how it develops. With SpaceX's Starlink constellation already delivering high-speed broadband to millions of customers around the world, it's possible that the company could apply this architecture to data centers. As we continue to explore the possibilities of space-based technology, we're also keeping an eye on the latest developments in satellite capacity. SpaceX's Starlink V3 satellites are expected to increase capacity by a factor of 10 to 1 TBPs, which is unprecedented at scale. The company plans to launch dozens of these satellites on each Starship rocket launch, starting as early as 2026. Welcome back to Star Chat. As we continue to explore the vast expanse of space, we're excited to share with you the latest developments in the world of rocketry. Blue Origin, the brainchild of billionaire Jeff Bezos, has just completed a crucial test firing of its New Glenn rocket's 7 main engines at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. This successful test is a significant milestone on the road to the second flight of the New Glenn rocket, which could be ready for liftoff as soon as November 9. The hold-down firing of the first stage engines was the final major test before launch day, and it's a testament to the ingenuity and determination of the Blue Origin team. As we delve into the details of this test firing, we're reminded of the sheer power and complexity of these rocket engines. The 7 BE-4 engines burned for 38 seconds, generating nearly 3.9 million pounds of thrust. But what's even more impressive is that the engineers extended this test firing to simulate the booster's landing burn sequence, which will be crucial for recovering the New Glenn first stage on its next flight. Blue Origin is counting on reusing this booster on the third New Glenn launch early next year, which will propel the company's first unpiloted Blue Moon lander toward the moon. And if all goes according to plan, this could mark a major breakthrough in reusable rocket technology. But that's not all. The New Glenn rocket is also set to launch NASA's ESCAPADE mission, a project aimed at studying the interaction between the solar wind and the magnetosphere of Mars. This mission will help us better understand how Mars transitioned from a warmer, wetter world into the rust-colored desert planet we know today. As we look up at the stars, we're reminded of the incredible feats of engineering and exploration that are taking place right now. From Blue Origin's New Glenn rocket to NASA's ESCAPADE mission, we're living in an era of unprecedented space travel and discovery. That's all for today's Star Chat. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember to keep looking up at the stars.